everyone, this is Jessica from Fairy Dust and Dishes, and welcome to my very first planning part 1 video for our Disney cruise, upcoming Disney cruise. But this can be applied to any Disney cruise that you are planning. And I just want to say, if you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button below so you can see all the latest videos from me. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. So I just want to start off by saying that the information provided here is, don't take it as like the final word. I've done a lot of research on things, and I've looked at so many different sources to find the information that I'm about to provide to you. A lot of it is firsthand experience. A lot of it is just doing my own research on the different types of cruises. So I am specifically talking to you about Disney cruises. I have never gone on another cruise ship before. I've never gone on another Disney cruise line before, or any other cruise lines before. I've only been on the Disney cruise line, and I've actually only been on one ship so far, the Disney Dream. So we are actually going on the Disney Wonder. And before I start off, I will say that there are 4 currently Disney cruise ships. The oldest is the Disney Magic. Then it comes the Disney Wonder, which is the one we are about to go on. Then the Disney Dream, which I've been on twice, and the Disney Fantasy. All of those go in order of how, from smallest to biggest, and oldest to newest. So we're going on a relatively older ship, but it was just re-renovated, and I will go into all of that in future videos. So this one I wanted to talk about more about the prepping and the planning of it all. So we have now used for 2 of our trips a travel agent, and 1 trip we have not used a travel agent for. Disney travel agents do not charge you, the customer, to use their services. They get a kickback from Disney that's already included in the price. Now, some travel agents will offer onboard credit, which is the second travel agent that we have used, and this travel agent has been really wonderful. I will actually link her information in the description box below. They do offer onboard credit for using them for booking purposes. So I will link her information below. She has been nothing but phenomenal, and I highly, highly recommend Deb. So I'll put that below. Other ways of saving or getting the most bang for your buck. There's really not a good way to save on Disney cruises, but one is to, and I have not done this before, so I don't have the patience, and I don't have the, we just don't do it this way, but you can buy Disney gift cards at certain places. I don't know if you can get them at Costco. I think Sam's Club you can get them, and Target you can get them, and you can get them at a discount. How you get them at Target with a discount is if you have a Target card, you get 5% off. So you can save 5% and buy $1,000 worth of Disney gift cards if you so choose, and you can use that to pay off your cruise. That's how some people save money. I personally have not done that, but I know a lot of people that have done that on the Disney cruise boards that I follow. Another way is to use your Disney Visa card. Now, I don't know if you can save money anymore. I don't think you can, but what we do is we use our Disney Visa gift card, our Disney Visa credit card. We use that on all of our purchases throughout the year. So gas, groceries, we even pay our cell bill off with that credit card. Anything we buy goes on that credit card, and we pay off the balance every single month. And so I think we get a 1% money back on that. So 1% of every purchase or every dollar spent goes then into a Disney card. And so we actually use that to pay off anything that we buy on board. So that's another way you can kind of save some money. I know Costco also offers, if you book through them, you can get some Costco gift cards to use at their location. So you can check that out. Another way we save some money is after your first cruise, once you're on board, you can book something what's called a placeholder. So what that is I think for $250, you just put $250 down, and you can use that towards a future cruise. It is good for 2 years, and if you don't use it within those 2 years, you get it back. But if you do use it, you get 10% off the cruise as long as it's not a blackout date cruise, which none of our cruises have been a blackout date, which is really nice. I think the blackout date ones are more during high peak season traveling or holiday travel. I know Thanksgiving cruises that you can't use it on. Over Christmas you can't use it. On their maritime cruises you can, but just specifically over Christmas and over New Year's I know you cannot. I don't think any of the holidays you're allowed to use it on. Those are all blackout dates. There's also other blackout dates here and there. I don't have the full list, but I will leave some links to places where you can find information below that I have also found all of my information. But anyways, so if you book this on, if you use the onboard booking placeholder, so you pay your $250 once you get on the ship, so you get 10% off then on a future cruise. Once you get home, you can have a month, 2 months, you can even in a year decide, oh, I'm gonna use it then. So 10% off, plus you get, if it's a 7-night or more cruise, you get $200 onboard credit for that cruise. If it's less than 7 nights, you get $100 onboard booking. So you get pretty much $100 to use on that cruise, or $200 depending on the length of your cruise, and you get 10% off. But even if you don't use it, you get your money back. So every cruise that we've been on, we have done the onboard booking placeholder. We've done it. It's just a great way to save money if you know you're gonna go on a cruise. If you don't go on a cruise, you get it back. So it's kind of a no-brainer in my mind if you plan on Disney cruising. All right, so there are also special discounts in which you can save money if you are a Florida resident. There are many special cruises they will announce that you can get your Florida resident rate. Also military, they have special military discount cruises where you can, if you show and provide your military ID or badge, I'm not quite sure, I'm not in the military, my husband's not in the military, so we have unfortunately not been able to take advantage of that, and God bless their hearts, they deserve some discounts. So they do offer those types of discounts. I think if you're in Canada as well, they offer some discounts, but they have special discounts for different residents and military. Also, if you book on opening day, so usually between 1.5 and 2 years, the itineraries come out, and the day that they open, or the day that they open those itineraries up for purchasing are the cheapest days you're gonna get. There's a whole mathematical thing I've read books on, and I've seen online how it fluctuates, the prices fluctuate. I'm not gonna go into all that details, but it is cheaper to book it on the day it comes out, and I believe like 90 days out it may get a little cheaper, then 30 days out it may get a little cheaper. They do spike depending on the cruise, so you just have to keep an eye out. When you see it's a good deal, that's when I say book it. Or if you're not going very often and you say, you know what, with my husband's schedule, it's so hard to sometimes book a cruise 2 years out. Even a year out is hard for us to book a cruise, especially with we're gonna be expanding our family. So we book ours, maybe 3 months was the longest we booked our cruise out. So we just don't have the, we don't know what's gonna be in our future long enough to do that, because if you're more than 20 weeks pregnant, you can't cruise on Disney Cruise Line. And again, we don't know whenever we're gonna be blessed with more children, so we can't book it that far in advance. We would love to, and we definitely may try to on this cruise book a future cruise in advance, but those are some options for you if you know your schedule that well in advance and can plan that far in advance. Let's see. So there's also many different itineraries you can choose from, and lengths. They have as short as I believe 2 days out of San Diego on one of their ships you can do, and then they have cruises as long as 14 days, which I think are one-way cruises. So they're trying to move the boat or one of the ships from one place to the other, so they don't take you back, they're just moving it. I want to say, I don't know if it's all the way in Alaska or Seattle, but then they move it all the way down to one of the Caribbean's islands or Texas or Port Canaveral. So it's, you know, it takes 14 days to get there, which is great if you want to do that. And I know those cruises aren't as expensive as you might think for a 12-night cruise, but you also have to, then you can't get a round trip ticket. You have to book one ticket there and one ticket the other place if you can do that. So those are some options. We've only been on a 3-night cruise and a 4-night cruise. I will say the 3-night cruise, they're very short, but we did that as our very first cruise to get our feet wet, and we loved it. The 4-night one seemed good and perfect for us. We have taken our daughter. She was 9 months old on our first cruise. So accommodating. I was just astounded at the level of service we received from Disney Cruise, the accommodations that they make for families with children. It's Disney. They want you to come back, and they have one of the best levels of service I think I've ever experienced. Then we did a 4-night Halloween cruise, and again, the service was amazing. It was one of their busier trips, they told us, but even still, I didn't feel slighted on service whatsoever. And Grace, our daughter, was almost 1.5 years. The cruise we're going on is a 3-night one in the Bahamas, but she'll be 20 months at the time. So again, it's still a nice age where I feel like we're getting the most bang for our buck. So I believe that is all I have as far as planning and stuff. On my next video, I'm going to talk about my specific cruise that I'm going on, plus I'll show you some of the tools that I've received from past cruises, like our cruise books, and I'll talk about transportation and things like that. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember, if you're new to my channel, click subscribe. There's also a little bell if you want to get notifications when I upload a new video, so you don't want to miss part 2. So enjoy your day, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.